Oh, you're joking. Oh, you're joking. I took the knobs off and now I can't open the drawers. Hi, I'm Marissa and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, hi and welcome. I have two big DIY apartment projects that I've really been wanting to get through. And unfortunately, it's just been super procrastinated and put to the back burner for months now since I moved. And I just really want to get them done. So I thought it would be fun to take you guys along with me for the day just while we do those DIY projects, and you can just hang out with me. If you want to see more of my content, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I post. And before I get carried away talking, let's jump into it. Hey, all right, first thing on our list is I need to repaint my TV stand. This is the current state of it. I started it last night. I was scraping off all of the old paint. I need to finish doing that. I've already finished that cover, and then I need to do these drawers, and the sides is all that I've painted. I am gonna take everything out, I guess. I'm not really too concerned with it. Obviously my living room is a mess right now. Yeah, so this one's gonna be first just because I don't want to feel like I'm living in craziness. Also, we're mid heat wave, so I want to paint outside, but there's a likely chance that I will just crack a window so that the fumes aren't bad because it's 94 degrees outside and it's only 8 a.m. So this is the paint that I got. It's been sitting around here for a while. I don't think it's gonna be very fumey, so we might be good anyways. Yeah, if this is good on walls and stuff, then I think we'll be fine. I'll just crack a window. Oh, you're joking. Oh, you're joking. I took the knobs off and now I can't open the drawers. Okay, well, we will work that one out when we get there. Look, I know this is not a professional way to do it. If you came here for that, I hate to break it to you, but you should not have. Yeah, see, it's it was not sanded or anything before I painted it last time, so it's literally just thank goodness. All right, got the drawer open. This TV stand got so beat up during the move. Essentially, I'd placed this laying down along one side of the trailer and filled it with small boxes, so it was scraped up inside and outside pretty good. Since I didn't properly sand and paint the first time I did this, I figured this was the best time to go ahead and just redo it since it was looking so scrappy, and I wanted to just kind of get it out of the way. I don't know, it still was just not feeling like I fully moved in, and I really just wanted the place to feel more homey and more complete, if that makes sense. Cover up most of the time. I think I'm just gonna fast forward you guys and do a voiceover because we might be here for a couple hours. Okay, this is where we're currently at. That just so you know, if you're wondering why the inside of one side of that is still gray, that side has drawers typically, and it kind of covers everything up. I got this on a really good deal at BJ's. It was originally $200 and I got it for $50, so I'm not planning on getting rid of it. This is my dream TV center thing, and so I don't really care how it looks if someone else wants it, because I'm not getting rid of it. And I'm just moving so much that I'm sweating. So we're gonna go ahead and clean all that up. I'm gonna chug water, and then I'm gonna get to painting at least the first coat. I don't know how many coats I'm gonna do. We'll see how it looks after one. all I have left to paint is the 2 drawers and the shelf. I think it looks pretty good. There's still some spots that are drying. I might do a second coat. However, I'm gonna let this dry. Currently, I'm making a sandwich because I realized it's 10:20 and I need food. So that's where we're at on that. I think it'll take me like, what, 20 more minutes? Next, oh God, this is gonna be so hard to be doing these projects while stuff is drying in here. But it is so hot outside. Here's the plan. This is what we're tackling next. It's got some old paint on it, and it's not like, I would never put my body weight on it, but I want to, I want to stain it. I got a little thing of
I ended up
dark
doing
wood
2
stains
coats, at
that it
least
would
on the
kind of
top
match, like,
of this
dark brown,
TV
which is the
console
same
and
that I
also on the
have. My
outsides of the
dresser's dark brown and
drawers.
black.
I just found that it
So
looked a little
we're
bit better. There was like
gonna
a
try
few
that.
just
I don't
really
think that
small
will take
streaks that I
near
didn't
as
like.
much
And since those were the
simply
most showing
because
areas, I
have, like, the
decided to just
pads
do it
for
twice.
sanding,
So
and I'm
it
just gonna
did
go
end up
for it,
taking
and
all
then
day for it to
we're
dry,
gonna
but I
stain it, and
actually
hopefully
really like the way
that is
this
all
came
that
out.
that
I like that it
It's gonna
wasn't
have
super
kind of a
duper
rustic
matte,
look,
but it
so
also wasn't glossy,
not
so it
like
wasn't
super
pulling up.
duper worried about
I'm
it.
really
And
happy
then
that I
the last
sanded
thing on
and
my
prepped
to-do
everything
list
right
for
this
today
time.
is just gonna be to clean everything up because it's obviously like insane in here right now, and I don't want it to be like that. This will fit. Alrighty. Oh, my back. Oh, my back hurts so bad. Alright, so I finished the first layer of black on that. I think I will end up doing a second layer, at least on the portions that are facing outward. But I'm gonna let that finish drying first. And while that is doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and sand this down. I went and got yesterday, and if you're interested about anything that I got, I will try to link everything down below, or at least just write out what I got. I got stuff from all over the place. But I got a wood stain yesterday. I was originally gonna paint it black, but I was like, I don't really think that's gonna look that good. So I have never stained anything before. I mean, I've done it like
A couple years ago, my dad and stepmom bought the house that she grew up in, and we spent one weekend kind of cleaning it out and just like getting rid of a lot of the old stuff. And that's where I actually got this ladder from. We think that her dad made it. Not entirely sure. I think it was actually used, obviously, because there's paint all over it. I wouldn't personally put my body weight on it anymore, but whatever. I grabbed it from them since they were getting rid of it, and I thought it would look kind of cute, so I wanted to fix it up and just make it match the rest of everything.
Those from Amazon, so I know they're the same dark brown color. And because everything is dark brown, black in here, I kind of want to make it look like that. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. Okay, this is what we're working with for the stain. Unfortunately, a lot of the paint didn't come off with sanding, and it was getting to be nails on chalkboard, so I gave up. But that's okay. It's not the whole thing, so I think like it looks pretty good. I am gonna have to lay it on each side to make sure that I get all of the sides. I kind of just did what was easy, where I would not get anything on the floor, because I didn't think to cover the floor. But that's okay, because I used a sponge, so it didn't really like get everywhere when I was painting it. But I really like the color. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish wiping off this side, and then I think I'm actually just gonna stand it up to do the rest of it. I think that'll work. I'm currently waiting for a bunch of stuff to dry. The second coat on certain pieces of the TV stand are drying, and the current coat on the ladder is also drying before I can flip it over and do the stand on the other side. It is only noon, which means I've been doing this for 4 hours, which honestly isn't that bad.
This entire little adventure literally started because my sister and I were on the phone and we basically just convinced each other that we both needed to be more productive. This turned into like a 1.5 day long saga of just like my apartment being such a freaking mess, and this was so overstimulating. It was really starting to freak me out at this point. Like, you saw me sigh before this clip. I was about to lose it. But that's okay. We ended up doing everything just fine, and honestly, I'm pretty happy with how much we got done. This is the first time that I'm actually like taking the time to make my apartment my home, and I really just did not want to keep procrastinating these projects because I don't know, it just means a lot to me. So I had to quick hop back on over to the other project and do the second coat on just these. This is the shelf and then also the front door. And then I was done with this and I could just let it dry for the rest of the day. I am very happy with how this turned out. Like, you have no idea what a difference it made. It makes the room look so much more put together. All in all, I spent about 4 to 5 hours doing everything today, which like to me really isn't that bad at all. I did also end up switching sides of where the bookcase was. I just felt like the bottom shelf of my bookcase was totally unusable because it was kind of like hidden behind the couch. And yeah, you see the bottom of the bookcase, like it looks like garbage. So now I could actually have it organized and not looking crazy. I swept out this corner pretty quickly and just set up the ladder and everything else. It was really easy to take this apart and put it back together. I had no issues at all. Once everything was dry, I was able to put the TV back on, put the knobs back in, everything. I'm thinking of getting new knobs, but one project at a time, and the list is very long. I think having the bookcase on that side looks just a whole lot better because now everything is on that side of the room, whereas the other side is just the couch and the lights, the ladder, which kind of makes it, I don't know, like a little cozy den vibe, I guess. Here I'm just setting up like the final touches. I do have these fairy lights that I did this exact same thing on the other side with, and I just really liked the overall vibes. There is a big light, but I hate using it, so these kind of make it perfect at night. It is the next day. So everything is completely dried now, and I just wanted to show you the final product of the little living room that I've got. This is all dry. I really like it. It's not as, focus. I really like it. It's not as glossy of a finish as it used to be, and I think it just looks really sleek. Hi. And it matches everything else really well. This was the brown and black of the Amazon both desk and bookcase. So I kind of wanted to go with those colors. I did move the bookcase over to this corner. It used to be in this corner, but this corner now has the ladder, and what I
always want to call the Stranger Things lights every time I look over here, even though they're obviously much smaller, but I think it's just the way they're hanging across from the ladder to there. Before, this was like a light red, like it looked like it had been painted. And so I think it just looks so much better now. Like, I know it's not perfect, but that's fine. I was kind of going for a rustic feel anyways. I think that looks so much better, and that does match the brown from here. This looks so much better. I still need to put like my little thingies on it, but I haven't decided how much I want on there. Honestly, I don't know if I want anything on there. We'll figure it out. So this is the full living room now. I'm gonna cut out that mess. And obviously I still have to decide where the yarn is gonna go, but this is what we're working with right now. I don't know if I'm gonna end up putting something in this corner. It might just be a reading lamp. I actually thought about doing a full-length mirror because I don't have one elsewhere in the apartment. So that is also an option, but I'm not in a rush. I plan on, you know, living in this area for a long time. I used to not do so much because I knew that I wasn't settled where I wanted to live for many years. And so this is really the first time I'm doing this, which is really exciting, but I'm also not in a rush. So we're just taking it as each day comes and, you know, trying to thrift a lot of pieces or find a lot of them secondhand and making sure that the things that I'm buying is stuff that I really like. I will update you guys in the future, probably with just a short video of a mini tour of the finalized living room. But for now, this is where we're at and I'm very happy. So thank you for hanging out with me today. If you made it to the end of this video, go ahead and drop a paintbrush or a house emoji down in the comments. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Your time is really valuable and I am so grateful that you chose to spend some of your time with me. If you want to see more of my content, I've linked my other social media down below along with all the products that I used in this video. If I missed something, I'm sorry. Just leave a comment and I will add it to the list. If you want to see more of my content, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you get notified every time that I post. We are almost to 1,000 subscribers, which is insane to say, and I'm super excited. So thank you to everyone who supported me throughout the growth of this channel. All that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful weekend going into next week, and I will see you next time. Bye.